welcome to a video about my current work productivity system. I decided to do this in a video format rather than words just because I think it will be easier for you to understand how I have this working. I changed to this system in the fall of 2022 after some shortcomings in my paper-based system became glaringly obvious. Most specifically, I was having trouble finding information that I recorded. This was partly because information is spread over 5 notebooks, but also because I'm not really good about cross-annotating things. So I decided to move to OneNote, and that decision was prompted mainly because I have OneNote available at my client site, at my own company, and at home. So this is the base notebook that I have that I work from, and this is my 2023 notebook. I have a section for a year calendar that links not only to the individual days, but to an overall week page. I have a separate tab for each month, which contains the month calendar, pages for the week, and then pages for the days. So all of this is interlinked, and if I come into a day, I first will go to the week page. Now, I like to see things as a week format so that I can see what's coming at me. This is the first week in January. It starts on January 1st, and it goes until January 7th. And you can see I have all my meetings in here along with the one item that I need to follow up on, which is checking on the marketing data on Wednesday. I also have my on-call schedule in here so that I know I am on call next weekend. From here, I can go to the individual day page. The day page has links back to the calendar and the month, and I list my appointments and then any tasks. Now, the tasks are not assigned necessarily on the day that I am working. I always make sure that at the end of the workday, I put down in my next working day the thing that I need to tackle first. This saves me a whole lot of thinking and remembering at a time when my mental agility is probably not at its peak. During the day, I write a log. This log is very simple and straightforward. It has the time that I start the task and then the project. Now, my billing column I use for billing the client. I have to submit a timesheet every week, and I bill 3 or 4 different projects every week. So I make sure that I have my billing codes in there. And then I just list out everything that I did. Now, this is good as far as a daily sheet, but if I want to know what's going on, I have to go to my projects. So I have a tab for projects here. My main projects always have this little tilde or squiggly in front of the name because I can sort them alphabetically, and the projects will float to the top. In the work that I do, projects are made up of features, and projects are kind of an overarching thing that may have many different features. Features are more tied to the software release schedule. So in my project, I have the contacts. These are internal contacts, so I didn't list email addresses, but if they were vendors, I would have their email addresses in here as well. And then I list the features. This is also a space for design notes and log, things that do not necessarily fall into the features. So from here, I can go to my features, and this is a very small chunk of work, and I have a link back to the project telling me what it is, and then I also list the tasks. Now, I don't do this during the day. I do it at the end of the day. I will use this, and I will copy all of my items, and then go over to here, and then just paste it in, and then move the items back into the list. So I have a running list of what I did on every project. It takes me about 5 minutes to backlink all of that stuff, and it's very helpful. One of the things that I use to keep me on track here is templates, and I do have a section of templates in here. I have a daily, a weekly, dot grid for plain notes, a project template that you just saw, and my feature template. And I can keep these available so that I can quickly use project and features straight from here without having to do anything gymnastic-like. So if I want to add another project, I just come in and I add a project. and then I can add a feature. It's very easy to link things together. You can do it using the link button, and I can go in here and say that, okay, this is my project. It is project sample, and it will link there, and I can go there. Now, it's even easier. You can do it using a keyboard shortcut with Control K, and then you can just start typing the name of the page that you want to link to, and it will do everything for you. So this is my main work notebook. It's done everything I've needed to do. If I have meeting notes, I will generally put them in the month that they occur. I'll use a dot grid and just add it to the bottom and just start typing notes in there or using my tablet to handwrite things. I find that this is working really well as far as keeping me on track, and it is entirely searchable. So for instance, if I wanted to know all the places that I worked on the Social Security number issue, I can just type in SSN, and I can see that I worked on it as part of the credit card application rewrite on January 3rd. So this notebook I've put together. I do have this available in my shop if you are interested in purchasing it. It's a bare bones notebook. It has all of the days for 2023 laid out. You can set your own templates and go from there. And to find that, it's lauraernest.com/shop. In my next video, I will show you some tips and tricks that I picked up while putting together this notebook that made it much easier than having to click and type for every single page out there. Thanks for watching.